leave your wallet at home and instead bring one recipe you're good at, and you can leave with a whole lot more.
It's almost time for the Valley Food Swap, and here to tell us more are Corinne Meisy-Munz and Kyle Anderson. So the Valley Swap, I think it's a concept that not a lot of people are familiar with. So what's it all about? What is the Valley Food Swap?
Right, well, I started the Valley Food Swap really for two reasons. The first being that I am an avid home food preserver. I make a lot of jam, a lot of pickles, and I was making more than I could eat. So I thought there must be somebody who wants my surplus and somebody who's making things that I'm not making, and it would be awesome to barter. The second thing is that I feel like there's a lot of words going around now about food culture, like micro batch and handcrafted and all that stuff, and it makes it sound kind of elitist and inaccessible, and those products are often very expensive, but in reality there's a lot of us who are making very small batches of really good things at home, and if we have extra, why don't we get together and trade, make it more affordable?
Because for everyone who has a lot of tomatoes, someone else might have a lot of peppers, so there's a natural swap there, but unless there's an event like this, no one really thinks about it.
Right.
So how does it work? Take us through it. And I know, Kyle, you've been doing the swap a few times before. You're a seasoned veteran, so he's here to help us out, and we've all got things to swap. But take us through the average swap. How does it go?
So the average swap, people bring as many different items as they'd like, and sometimes they can bring multiple of the same type of item. So, 3 strawberry jams instead of just 1 strawberry jam. But everybody brings their goods. They all have their space. They lay them out, and I give them these swap sheets, which have your name, what type of item you're bringing, and then there's a space for you to write down the ingredients, because a lot of people have sensitivities or allergies, or they just want to know what it's good to pair with. And below that are the offers. So if you can imagine, my last swap I had 35 people, so it's a lot bigger than just 4. So if you were to go around, I could write my name, Corinne, that I want to trade my marmalade for Ashley's salsa. So I would write Corinne and then the salsa, so she can pick up her sheet and see all the offers she has at once, so she can make the best trade possible.
And there's no prices going on. It's all kind of units of one. So, this can is worth just as much as this can and this can. Is that more or less accurate?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's something to think about. If you're bringing baked goods and you've baked a batch of brownies, you're not really going to get a lot of swaps for 1 brownie, so you want to sort of package that, maybe a set of 3 brownies, something that would be equal to my jar of jam.
See, that's why last night I knew they were coming, so I make kettle corn really well, but people wouldn't want to trade just a little bit of kettle corn because this is worth very little, whereas your cherry tomatoes are worth more. So maybe next time I should bring like a big bag of popcorn.
Well, if I remember correctly, you did come to one food swap before, and your kettle corn was one of the most popular items.
It was a hit.
So, yes,
last time when I went to the food swap, I came home with chocolate milk. I came home with salsa and jams and jellies. It was a great time.
And all you have to do is be good at making one thing. I gotta get on this bandwagon. I mean, because it says that I brought this. I didn't really. I wish I knew how to make cherry tomato salsa because it looks really good. But all you have to do is really just make one thing well, and then you can get a lot of other local things and bring those home.
Hal, what do you love about it?
I think it's a great progression for food in general. We need to keep coming together as communities, and it just furthers, not just emphasizing local, but just emphasizing the community of it all.
And that's the thing, food more than most, I think, brings people together. So an event like the Food Swap lets people come together who have different strengths and weaknesses and lets them trade so that everyone kind of goes home happy.
And you can also try something maybe you'd never tried before, like motherwort. I don't know what that is.
Can you shed some light on
that?
But
I might trade it and try it and bring it into my life.
So motherwort is it's a medicinal herb that is very easy to grow in your home garden, and I actually did not grow this. This is one thing that I traded for at a recent food swap. I brought it in to show some diversity, but it's a calmative. You can drink it like a tea that would calm you down the same way chamomile or lavender would.
All right, so can we do a little swap? I brought in this, and you've loaned me this. Can we do a miniature swap
I made this delicious cherry tomato salsa.
She didn't make a thing.
You're gonna love it.
I brought in some pickles and some marmalade.
Okay.
And I have cider vinegar, the motherwort, and mint tea.
Oh, mint tea, that's cool.
Mint tea.
So basically then what would happen next is people walk around and make offers.
Right, so if you can imagine, there might be a lot more people. It'll take some time to walk around. You can look at what everybody has, and you can just start writing your names down on the sheets that you're interested in. So I know, for example, I would love some vinegar.
Oh, I was going to do the vinegar. All right, fine.
Well, there's multiple sheets here, so Kyle might decide to trade the vinegar for whatever he likes most.
I want dill pickles.
I want kettle corn, so I write my name.
So I'm going to give it an offer, and I'm going to say...
And whatever you're offering.
Now, can I get rejected?
Yeah, so writing your name down does not guarantee a swap. Kyle's going to have multiple listings here for his cider vinegar, and I imagine your salsa will be pretty popular, too. Everybody loves salsa.
I'm sure it will.
So you can make the best trade. looking at your sheet.
Now,
that you would
Corinne,
like.
give us the details of this event. If people want to go to The Real Deal, how can they do it? When is it? Where is it?
So the next one is I'm collaborating with CISA, Community in Support of Sustaining Agriculture, and they're having several winter fairs at different farmers markets. So the next food swap, I'm pairing with CISA, and we will be at the Northampton Winters Farmers Market, February 8th from 1 to 2. And that's actually preceded, the whole day is filled up with free workshops on gardening, cooking, composting, all these sorts of different great workshops, and the barter is sort of the culmination of the day. So 1 to 2, February 8th at Smith Vocational High School in Northampton.
Love it. Corinne, Kyle, thank you so much for sharing this with us. Hopefully, I'll get to trade because I've got 2 things of kettle corn with your names on it.
What about me?
You can have some stuff too.
Okay.
Hey, some